we've talked a little bit about wide receiver. You've got Jerry Jeudy, you've got Cedric Tillman, then you have a lot of question marks. So here are some notable free agents. It will be interesting. Not all these guys will get big money. Top on the list, you got Elijah Moore. Browns know what he can potentially give them. Has been kind of a disappointment since they traded for him. Keenan Allen, an older guy, you might get a look at him. You go to the next page, Hollywood Brown probably out of their price range. Deontay Johnson kind of failed in a couple of spots last year. Mike Williams probably would be in their price range. Darius Slayton allegedly will have a pretty big market from what you hear. You look at any of those. Do any of those make sense that can fit with the limited cap resources?
Those names look like my waiver wire for 4 years ago for my fantasy leagues and in sports for CLE. I would listen. Darius Slayton is always available. Elijah Moore is on the waiver wire. he's available. I'm trying to get streaming play out of him. Man, at this point, you might as well go ahead with some of your young guys. I mean, it's almost to a point where it's like, okay, if you're going to get Robert Woods, I mean, do you want why not give Jamari Thrash an opportunity to do something? If you're gonna go out there and get a guy like, you know what I'm saying, DeAndre Hopkins, and he didn't really show you anything out in Kansas City, you know, how great is he gonna be in Cleveland? I don't know, especially given the fact that, you know, we don't really necessarily know who the quarterback's gonna be. Like we don't. Are you going to be starting a rookie? Is it going to be a Kirk Cousins type? You know, a receiver? What are you doing at running back? So there's a lot of different things. I'm guessing if they want to bring one of those names in for some, you know, just to solidify it, I ain't got a problem with it, because, you know, next year it's all about trying to figure out how to make Sundays fun again. You know, next year is not going to be about the Browns being in no situation to be winning championships or nothing like that. It's about figuring out who's the quarterback, putting a nice system around him. You know, passing the torch from Nick Chubb to another running back, getting back to the identity that, you know, Stefanski wants to run. And to do that, you know, you just need something to pass the time a little bit. And to be frank, you know, if you get one of those receivers, it's one less hole you got to fill. You might be able to start off a little bit better. Those guys may give you 1 to 2 more wins, given the fact that now you have 2 bona fide, professional receivers outside. If you say you do want to go with a Flacco or Jacoby Brissett, so it's more palatable. It's more easy to watch. It's one of those things where it gives you a little more stability. So I wouldn't mind if they went out and took. I think Hollywood has a lot of upside. I think Keenan Allen has something left, but he's been injury prone the last couple of years. You know, a lot of those guys, Goodwin, injury prone. A lot of those guys have been. All of them have some flaws. Deontay Johnson, I thought, was going to be on an upward trajectory when he was still playing with a younger player with Ben Roethlisberger, but he's kind of flamed out in a couple of places. But for me, I'd take a look at a couple of those guys and see what they had, and if they feel like they can, you know, add something to the receiver room, I wouldn't be mad at it.